story to it. It's got to have a bit of drama and a few twists and a bit of slagging off here and there to make the story better. But we just put out that, you know, we'll be doing the tour at a later date.
Come on, guys, pick the pace up!
Sorry. I've been bleached.
What it says is, Hearsay have cancelled their UK concerts following poor ticket sales. Their 9-day Everybody tour was due to start on September the 15th, but thousands of tickets are still unsold and many were returned after Kim Marsh left the group. Hearsay insists they have only postponed the gigs, partly so new boy Johnny Chantal has time to learn the songs and dance routines. The band's bosses have come up with new dates and have promised fans full refunds.
What I don't like, to be honest, is that how much power columns like Bazaar, 3am Girls and all them other in the tabloids, how much power they do have. And they can write something like this is not true, and we're trying our damn hardest to get this back on its feet. And every time there's a negative story, it's not helping us, you know, and I know they don't care, but we do. And to write something like that, people do believe it, and no matter how many times you say don't believe what you read in the papers, it sticks. It does stick. People do believe it.
And they want to believe it, don't they? I mean, the reason why you have columns like it is because they want to have a bit of gossip. You kind of lost that community thing of just having a chat over the fence that used to go on years ago, and it doesn't happen like that anymore. It happens on a national scale with a newspaper.
Yeah.
And that's what. And then people go into work and they go, "Oh, did you read about? Oh, Hearsay's tour's off, and it must be because that Kim left." And you know, and that's how it works now, isn't it?
I think Hearsay especially don't have, you know, particular crisis at the moment. As long as they come up with good music, they've got another tour book, they've still got a record deal, they've got a new member, they're going to have a second win. So I don't think to say Hearsay are over just because, you know, the last album didn't do that well is a particularly truthful thing to do.
People now are going to believe that. I'm going to go down the pub, or I'm going to go home, or I'm going to see my friends, and they're going to say to me, "Oh, is your tour really off? Like, how many tickets did you sell? Blah, 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 blah." And, you know, but the first question that people used to ask after Kim left the band was, when are you going to be touring again? Like, your last show was really good, like cab drivers and all that. But now they're going to, that's their Bible, they've read that now, and they're going to consume that. They've got quotes from Kim's friends and all that, but I don't believe that she said them things. Anyway, I'm sure she's not really interested anymore. I'm sure she's doing what she's doing. It all went wrong when Danny and Noel started demanding a bigger slice of the action. The records flopped after that, and it was quite obvious that Kim was one of the voices. You know, she was the one with the voice. What's that about?
I think Kim was quite an important part of Hearsay. Obviously she was a fifth of the band, and in the way that they perceived, she was quite an important part. But I don't know if her leaving is really going to leave a huge gap in the band. They've got someone who's very different in, so they obviously haven't tried to, you know, replace her specifically.
It's like it's got to have a story to it. It's got to have a bit of drama and a few twists and a bit of slagging off here and there to make the story better. But we just put out that, you know, we'll be doing the tour at a later date. And all of a sudden it's, Hearsay tour is off. Low ticket sales, hit the band's over. It's all finished. We'll never sing again. See him in a Witherspoon's pub near you.
Basically, we felt as a band that it wouldn't be fair to put a tour on in September. By that time, we probably would have only released 2 singles. And you can't put on a whole show if people, you know, don't know your music. And especially with Johnny in the picture now. So the fair thing to do would be to hold back and give the fans what they deserve, and that's a decent tour with tracks that they know. And, you know, it's no point just putting a tour on for the sake of it.
That's the easy option to say we're rubbish and we're never going to sell tickets. But good luck to them. Let them write it. I hope it sold them a couple of papers today.
It's funny to see how some days they're on your side and some days they're not. And it doesn't really matter, because the only people's lives that it has any effect on is ours. Because if I picked up this and I wasn't in Hearsay, I'd just go, "Oh look, Hearsay's tour's finished." Look, there's a holiday for,
If I read
for
that,
500
I'd go,
quid or...
oh look, what a lucky sod Chris Evans is. He's just bought a £5 million mansion in Hollywood with his young girlfriend of 19 years of age. What a lucky sod that he is. I won't bother about that. As it goes, Johnny's got to learn the dance routines, and he's got to learn the words for the hit singles that we had, Pure and Simple, The Way to Love and Everybody. And I think it'd be a bit awful if we did a tour in September and he got up there and he didn't even know the words to Pure and Simple. So at the minute this week he's gone into the studio, and I think Pete and Tim are talking him through it, and you know, teaching him the words, and so he can get it and where he's going to fit in on the track.
I'd be more offended if somebody who was our fan of a long time wrote something like this.
But the other thing is that for that name, Hearsay, to be in the paper still, means that people are interested, positive or negative. Do you know what I mean?
You've been saying I'm driving you crazy, and I haven't been around for you lately, but I had a few things on my mind.
I think if I'm honest, I think I'll miss Kim on the record. You know, I mean, it's, you know, she did a good job. You know, she did the job that
She
we
was
asked her
part of
to.
that moment as well, wasn't she?
Yeah.
You know, when the song first emerged, and you know, something special there about that.
It's hard to find. I know I've been walking around in a daze, baby.
When we wrote Pure and Simple, we wrote it in Tim's garage. And the chorus took probably a minute.
Yeah, it's very quick,
I
wasn't
mean, let's
it?
face it, it's not exactly rocket science, is it? You know, you can sing the next line before it actually comes out.
Yeah.
Which is I think, you know,
The chorus sort of wrote itself, really, didn't it?
Yeah.
You know, one line followed another, but and then of course we've got Alison Clarkson involved, and who brought in some great parts to the song, melodically and lyrically, and
That was Betty Boo, by the way.
Yeah.
Betty Boo put the funk into it, you know, she put the cool kind of swingy verses and stuff.
Trying to make things a bit better, and I know I gotta try and get through to you. Make some noise when she's gone.
I think, particularly with the verses, I don't know, when we'll go through it, I reckon they're pretty easy to slot
Yeah.
straight over.
Yeah.
How do you feel? Have you sort of actually...
Yeah, I sort of
you
sang
listened to,
along
do you
in
know,
the
have you
car.
heard the record?
Yeah, a couple of times. It was on the radio a little bit.
Was it? I never heard it. I mean, as far as the first verse is concerned, and it's the front of the first verse, the front of the second verse.
Yeah.
I'd like to slot you straight in on them.
Okay.
If you're all right with that.
Yeah, well, we'll give it a bash.
Let's pull it up anyway. Let's have a listen. Great. We want to try and get a bit more bounce onto it. It's quite straight at the moment, so you really sort of like you do, because you're rocking with the track. You've been saying I'm driving you crazy, and I haven't been around for you lately. It's got a nice sort of swing to it.
Yeah.
And the last line, the melody is, but I had a few things on my mind.
Yeah.
So actually, there's not as much. It's not as much as you think. I mean, the intro, I think you nailed that.
Where's from that verse go? Just like to hear that, actually. I
Yeah.
couldn't hear it
Yeah.
so loud. That's all.
I'm driving you crazy, and I haven't been around for you lately, but I had a few things on my mind.
When I'm with you, I feel with emotion.
I think absolutely brilliant. I think we'll nail that.
Yeah.
You've got it's a nice area for you vocally.
Comfortable,
You
yeah.
get a little bit of a crack in your voice, which is great, because it's got that kind of funk, but a little bit of, not rock's the wrong word, but just that crack in it, you know, which makes it sound great, you know. We didn't really have any sort of preconceptions about what it was going to be like, really, did we?
No,
We've
we'd only
never,
seen the footage on the TV show, hadn't we?
doesn't give us a
Audition.
massive indication about how it's going to be. But I like his tone, I really do. I think,
Great pop tone, good timing.
yeah, felt good. I think he'll probably bring a new dimension to the record. And yeah, we just got to get it down. I mean, it's always, the important thing is getting him on the mic. and seeing how he sits on the microphone in there in the studio environment. Sitting in a room, you've got the ambience, everyone's sort of jumping around a bit. You know, that's easier. It's when you get on the mic that counts. But I've got confidence in him.
Yeah, what's nice is he's probably got rid of any nerves he might have had with us. You know, he's been to see us now, he's met us, and we all seem to get on fine. So
Yeah,
I think on the day he'll be fine.
I think our policy really is to sort of get everyone as relaxed as possible
Yeah.
before they work. You know, no sort of attitude or anything. Just have a bit of a laugh, and then you'll get more out of them. I think. I'm looking forward to putting it down. Really, it was great.
Shouldn't take long either.
No.
There's always been negativity.
People just saw it as a glamorised talent show that we just want.
It's Monday, and it's been a bit of a hectic weekend, and we're going to a health farm apparently. Susie and I decided we'd drive because we thought we'd get there really super quick, and that is not what's happened at all.
Morning!
In fact, we're really super lost, aren't we?
It's not even funny.
Feeling fit, ready to go.
We got on the M3 instead of the M25.
It's an easy mistake, anyone could have made it.
It's good to just do normal things and go out and have a laugh, but then we've also got to take into consideration that we have got to look okay and look good for TV and, do you know what I mean, and be fit. Today's going to be great. We all need it. We all need to chill out, relax, get into the gym, get rid of all the toxins and enjoy it really.
We're on a road to nowhere.
I can't believe you're late.
Right, we've been lost for the past 2 hours now. Apparently the guys are there.
What are you doing on a bike? Well, I've been waiting for you. Getting fit, I've been up and down there about 50 times.
Who's that?
That was my lead.
Oh.
Here you go, here's Mavis.
Hello. Hi,
Mavis
where are you?
Mavis is on the case. How have I've got dirt on my butt.
Well, I'm ready
for
bed.
Can you see any signposts? Can you see Farnham?
Oh no! I've just come back to London.
Hey?
Mate, we're doing a whole session with a trainer. Skipping, jogging, power walking.
No, I'm not. You said that's what I'm joking, I'm not. What, I'm staying here tonight?
No,
No, I'm not going home.
I'm not staying here tonight.
I'm so close to staying. Oh, you wind me up, I tell you. I'm not that excited about it.
Are you not?
Because I heard that we're having an instructor today.
Danielle, she'll really put you through it.
Before I got into Popstars, I used to go to the gym about 4 times a week, and then, all of a sudden, to do Popstars, I had no time in my life anymore to do it, so I just put on 2 stone. Simple as that, really. When we first done our first show, we were so unfit that the sweat was just pouring off of us, like we couldn't catch our breath and everything. But by the end, after 38 dates, we were fit again, and then the tour was ended. But you have to be pretty fit to do a tour.
Yeah.
Well, you must end up being a dancer. You know what I mean? All them backflips you do and all that business, and splits and...
Sweet alibi, gotta know what you do when you were calling. Kill me now. Sweet alibi, gotta know what you do.
Okay, guys, come on out. Be moving a bit quicker than that. I'm going to be your fitness leader for the day. I'm just going to go through your plan. We're going to start off with some exercise. We're going to be power walking. So a bit of hard work there for you, hopefully. After that, you'll be going off for your first treatment, a thalassotherapy. Okay, before we go to that, what we're going to need is standard issue Forest Mere swimming trunks. Okay, have these for your guys. Hopefully they're going to fit.
Yay!
You do have to wear those into Thalasso, yeah. It's quite important you wear those in that pool.
Yeah, but these aren't used.
What, like that?
What we're going to do is start off with a brisk walk. We'll then pick it up to the pace of a power walk. About 25 minutes. Are you ready to go?
Junction 5! Woo! Come on!
Keep picking that pace up.
Look, they've got a run.
Are we warm, guys? Yeah. Okay, let's pick the pace up again. Get those arms pumping. Come on, guys, pick the pace up.
Hurry.
Who's cares about pick it up? Come on, a little bit of mud won't hurt you. Come on, pick it up, come on. Let's skip as fast as you can again. 30 seconds, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Keep it going, Ethan! Come on, pick the pace up, get your arms up.
What have we found?
The health farm. Forest Mere. Welcome to Forest Mere.
Wow. Very funny down there.
We got here in the end, and apparently it's good timing, because we missed the jogging, we missed the skipping, and we're in time for lunch. I feel a bit of an imposter coming here, because it's not what we usually do. It's a very J-Lo moment, isn't it? I feel like Madonna today. But I find it really funny, it's a bit like an asylum, because you walk around and everyone's in these white robes.
Danny's said that he's going to escape, so he's just gone to steal a boat.
I don't do it often. I'm not like mad about pampering myself, don't get me wrong, but I mean if I feel like I need it then I will do. And I think I need it right now. Regular here. Yeah, she's a regular.
And who lives in a house like this? Me!
We're being very civilised, we've got coffees. Very nice.
That was horrible. It's freezing. You've got to go in there. It's freezing. It's so cold. It's so cold. Imagine if you had one in your hat, right?
Oh, it takes your breath away. I've just been swimming, you can't keep your wet clothes on, I'll get poorly.
Tell you what's really good here, the mud baths. You wear these paper knickers, they're brilliant.
I'm a mud virgin.
It's the first time for everything, isn't there?
And apparently you have to wear these.
1, 2, 3.
2, 1.
Are you quite happy doing each other's backs?
No, I'd rather you do me.
Okay then, I'll do your backs for you.
Whoa! I still feel like it's all a bit of a game. Every time we do see ourselves on the covers of something or on TV, I feel like we're playing at it. Do you know what I mean, Steve? It doesn't feel like it's real.
Are you ready? Start battle. Here we go.
Feels weird actually. Feel like that.
Tightened, yeah.
You can't keep the legs in
Personally, a lot of people at the very beginning called us the fattest band in pop. And like you can say that doesn't hurt, and we did laugh about it enough, you know, as we shoved in more Mars bars. But the bottom line is we did take it on board.
Go put my fake tan on.
No, you're definitely going to get beat up going down the level conference.
For so long, you do hide behind. I personally, I hid behind the makeup, hid behind my glasses. I used to go out dressed up like I was going out all the time. But now, you know, just trainers, tracksuit bottoms, jeans, total scruff bag.
Now where's the showers to use at the end?
Yeah, no one likes to see that, does it?
There's always been negativity from within inside the industry on this pop, on this project in general.
A lot of people just saw it as a glamorised talent show that we just won and do they deserve to be in this position. But we'd worked so hard for it, and all we'd done is just, you know, publicly put across what happens every day to a lot of bands.
A band like Hearsay, which, you know, has kind of lifted the lid on the whole process of sort of manufactured bands and things like that, will be sort of scorned on by, you know, a large proportion of the industry.
Well, we used to be really, really credible, but I'm sure after this is aired, no one's ever going to speak to us again.
And people talk about credibility. Well, I think credibility is selling records.
I don't know how we're regarded by other bands, to be honest with you, because in all fairness, we've never sort of like had time to socialise with other bands because everyone's working.
I think recently we've got a lot more respect. And I don't know why that is. I think because I think a lot of the bands saw us, is it that what success we had was handed to us on a plate, and now we're sort of fighting like every other band. They've given us a lot more respect now because they're going, well, yeah, they're going through what we've had to go through.
When I was a kid and I was watching Top of the Pops, I never believed that I would be in a group that had the number 4 hit. What's wrong with that? It's great. I think it's brilliant. But because it's not like Pure and Simple that sold like how many 500,000 copies in 1 week. Oh, you know, and people say you're only good as your last single. And if our last single was a number 4, then I think that's pretty good myself.
The funny thing is, I mean, you know, a lot of people are saying, oh, look at Will, he's done a lot, he's beat us on the record sales in 1 week and blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, people are mirroring what we did at first, but they're mirroring in the fact that they're not making the mistakes that were made the first time round.
When you're out, when the dream was near.
Just like I'm sure the person after Will, the next pop idol, the next pop stars will do just as well, if not better, because they won't make the mistakes that were made on the second time round.
I've been bleached. Shaman. I've been bleached, look. Michael Jackson. You see it?
Obviously it'll happen until the nation gets bored of the whole process.
Don't forget your
Oh, yeah, sorry. Thanks, Dennis. I'll see you later.
Take them home with you.
Yeah.
Right then.
I'm in room 104.
104. See you later.
We could have a drink tomorrow.
I've got an idea, no one's ever done it before.
Go on,
but,
good.
like, if we all dress up like Frank Sinatra and do like a concert at like the Albert Hall or something, I reckon we could sell a couple of million albums.
Now you just get Robert Williams copying us.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Anybody does that.
Let's go.
Let's go, guys.
All right, let's push it back. I take
Johnny, go for it, Johnny.
gear.
You can tell he's the fresh-faced new boy, can't you?
We could have a drink.
When we was doing the training today, right, he was like Tita's pet. He bought her an apple and everything. We were doing power walking. He was going with her, and then all of a sudden he went in front of her and said, keep up, and we was in the back going, do you know what? I'm not being funny, but I think we're going to be ill tomorrow.
Just anybody won't shine a light that burns, only you are right.
Did you fit your hair though before you join it? Come on, no holds barred.
Yeah, no holds barred.
No, I thought it was alright. I thought it was good.
All right, good. Any advances on good?
You can always improve, can't you?